Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, let's talk about Yeva. I did not build an elf deck here. There are enough elf generals, and we're looks like we're going to be getting more. By the way, if you haven't looked at the Dominaria document, it's amazing. There's going to be a legendary creature in every single pack of Dominaria. Love it. Anyway, Yeva here. 4 mana, 4/4 flash, and your dudes have flash. Your green dudes have flash. So I made kind of a bold move here. I did not include any non-green cards. That's right. There's no Soul Ring. There's no, well, obviously besides lands, but no artifacts whatsoever. Obviously, we can't use Devoid because, they're not green. But I thought, what could you do if every one of your creatures had flash? So let's I built it like I would normally build it. Let's look at our ramp section. Now we have Llanowar. Why are we not? Why are you taking so long to focus, dude? Llanowar, Elvish Mystic, and of course the Finhorn Elf. And obviously from there we go up. Now it's not just, whoop, Magus of the Vineyard. Yeah, it speeds everybody up. Obviously the Eladamri's Vineyard was better back in the day when mana burn was a thing, but those days are gone. Boreal Druid. I kind of like the Whisper of the Wilds here because it's one early, and then, as many creatures as we're playing, it's going to tap for 2. Just like Karametra's Acolyte is going to get, it's going to scale nicely. Frontier Guide is going to go fetch that land out of the library, as is Secure Tribe Elder and Wood Elves. Now, Yeva Elder is just good old-fashioned value anyway. When this card came out, we called it the Green Recall because, wow. Also, Oracle of Moldaia. I'm playing a full complement of like 38 lands, which is ridiculous, but I have a lot of ways to actually get, well, maybe not a lot, but I don't want to miss land drops. It's pretty important. So I've got a claim. I think that's, well, because we are creature based, harvest season is going to do some work here. If you draw it early, that's good, but if you draw it late, you are mass thinning your deck and just drawing value from then on. And plus this 3 mana card is going to get you how many lands? It's crazy. And of course, since all but 4 or 5 of our cards are all but 4 are basic forest, I figured Vernal Bloom was a good include. Speaking of which, the ones that are not basic forest, I'll just go through them. We have this to cycle, Temple of the False God to ramp, I guess. I don't know. Y'all know I'm playing with the Rogue's Passage, and I just picked up a couple of these, and I like it. There are a lot of, especially for green decks, it's a lot of hate. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Tower of the Magistrate. I don't know if this is on the list or not, but, I don't know. Oh, no, because the list does not apply to Mercadian Mass cards. That's right. That's how we have Richardon Port in M25. Anyway, now let's look at removal. Rexage is a thing that we all love. It's amazing. Conclave Naturalist, kind of a similar. But now, the Manglehorn, I love this guy. Not only does it 187 an artifact, it causes all the rest of them. Just opponents. It doesn't matter. We're not playing artifacts, but wow, right? It has value coming and staying. Of course, Acidic Slime. Acidic Slime is now one thing that I've been skipping is when we read these creatures, it's important to add flash on them, especially anything after that 4 mana mark, because acidic slime is cool, but a flashed out acidic slime. So I'm going to blow up your rock, flash this out, blow up your rock, block your dude, and kill it. Now, granted, what is that? That's best case scenario, a naturalizing a Doomblade. Eh. 4 mana. Anyway, still good. Acidic Slime Seas played without flash, so with flash, it's amazing. Whirlwind is going to take care of some pesky flyers, and since we only have 1 Whirlwind, we're going to have Whirlwind on a stick. Let's go through creatures next. Okie dokie. Now, this guy gets overlooked quite a bit. I love him. 4 mana, 3/3, but you know what? As long as he's tapped, dudes cost 2 less. I'm surprised that this is not seeing play in some kind of colorless thing, you know. Anyway. Hero's Bane, because, you know, we need something to dump our mana into if we're going to generate all this mana. Prowling Sir Poppard is going to protect us from the blue mage at the table. Because some of our creatures, you know, they're not going to want. Soul of the Harvest. Hey, get a creature, draw a card. Now, it can't be a token. Garrick's Pack Leader. Here again. Get a big dude, draw a card. Garrick's Horde. Effectively increases the size of your hand by 1 card. I mean, that's pretty much all there is there. Teamer Sabertooth I really like because you can start bouncing your Wood Elf or whatever it is that you have. Other green creatures. +1/+1. And you can pass out Trample. So I like passing out Trample. Love the Preserver. Because I have a lot of... There's a... player at in the local meta around here that has a fondness for playing black decks that makes people sacrifice things. So this kind of gets around that. Oh, and now I love the wording on Cockatrice and Thicket Ballast because they don't have to deal damage for that ability to kick in. They just have to be declared as blocked or blocked by. Wow. Yeah. Now, the Observer's going to draw us a card when something big dies. Wolfbriar Elemental is going to come down late game once we got a ton of mana. And if we don't draw him with a ton of mana, we might as well get in there with the flying beats because nobody sees Killer Bees coming. Especially in a deck where we're running craziness like Zendikar Resurgent. You know, we're doubling mana and drawing a card for every creature we cast, which is like a whole bunch. Cloud Thresher, just make sure you don't play the Cloud Thresher when your bee's out there. Cloud Thresher's a real thing. It dominated for a long time. Elvish Pauper, I mean, we are playing with a lot of creatures, and, you know, hey, it may allow us to play another one per turn. Now, if you put Flash on the Archer here, it's an awful lot like a Doomblade. It really is. As long as they ain't got something stupid like Pro Green or First Strike, or most of the time, this is a Green Blade. Brooding Sauron's going to keep our stuff because we're playing with cool stuff and we don't want other people to play with our cool stuff. Now, Taunting Elf is the leader of the Alpha Strike. Don't think he ain't. He is amazing. I mean, everybody gang blocks him so that the rest of your team can get through. And your team is probably pretty big because Thunderfoot Baloth is going to make them bigger. The what else we got here? Just the drove of elves. Period. I mean, yeah, you don't really see this a lot in non-elf decks, but it's pretty good, especially when we have a whole lot of permanents and Big Daddy. Oh God, I've been watching CCO too long, or listening. I almost called him by the name that they call him, which is not exactly family friendly. Anyway, Terastodon is the beats, and we all know it. He's just, when you absolutely positively got to get it done, he's there for you. Frozen Cloudscaper, because nothing is scarier than green. A green mage with a face down 2/2, because you just never know. Managorge Hydra comes out small, gets bigger. Obviously, he's just in there so that we can have something on curve, because we tend to have a lot of expensive junk, like, Verdant Force and the new Verdant Force tend to shoot. Another guy I don't think gets enough love is Urzapine. This is ridiculous. Come on. Target creature. So I can influence combat I'm not involved in. Sweet. At will? Okay. I can pump my general when I know it has gotten through. Okay. This is the best fire-breathing type effect I have ever seen. Loved Earthspine since the day it came out. Tornado Elemental, another clearing the skies kind of thing, because we don't really have a whole lot of flying. Go bees. And that's what we got. The last creature, I believe it's well, no, it's not, but it is. Turn them all into that Thorn Elemental, what we call Super Trample. I have my oldest son has a deck that he's built over the years of Super Trample, is what we call it. No matter if you block, you're still taking it. Now let's get to the just Concordant Crossroads is a necessary evil here. And I say necessary evil because it's global. I mean, everybody has haste, not just you. But as many creatures as we're laying down and as early and as many tap abilities, we need that. We need some haste. And as far as green haste goes, there ain't a whole lot out there. But we do need good old things like brawn. I mean, give all your things trample. It's pretty neat because you're not always going to draw your overrun or maybe your Beastmaster Ascension, which this is really cool. I love the Beastmaster Ascension because it turns on instantly when you attack with 5 dudes. Oh, 7 dudes. I'm sorry. 7 dudes. I love it. Now, the Blanchwood Armor is in there as a silver bullet because why not? You throw it on your general and you just start getting shit done. Which is kind of a similar philosophy to the instant speed Primal Bellow. Now, Creeping Corrosion is going to make people have hard feelings towards you. I mean, there's no other way to put it. But destroying them all at once is absolutely nothing as bad as just making them crazy expensive. Because Hum of the Radix, I'll admit, this is probably the first deck. What is this, 260 or something? I don't know. The first deck that I've shown y'all that I've had it in. I love the card. My wife was not real fond of when we went to Mirrodin and all the artifacts, and she played Hum of the Radix in every deck she had because it is crippling. I mean, The more you play, the more they cost, and it is, ooh, their life's goal is just to get rid of this enchantment. And of course, last but not least, I had like one card slot left, and I was here late last night, and and I stumbled across it, and I was like, you know what? It's not another Primal Surge deck, but such a high concentration of permanence. It's unless I get really, really unlucky, I think we're going to get our 10 mana out of it. Because that's really what you want with Primal Surge. I mean, unless it's a guaranteed thing like the Rurik Thar deck that long time ago I showed y'all. But those are just Primal Surge combo decks. This is not really per se a Primal Surge combo deck. It is just hey, I got a lot of permanents. Let's do this. Well, that's what I got for Yeva. Hope you like it. I've got to go to work now. I do appreciate you watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But right now, we're going to shuffle and cut.